Hi and welcome back to Beeper Beef. This is a metal detecting video which you're not used to seeing. It's been quite a long time since I've done one, and I am in some woodland which is not a million miles from where I live, and there is a big hole just round the corner, and I've just managed to get permission, which I never expected to, on this little bit, but it's because it's overgrown. It's so overgrown. So I'll quickly show you where we are. Now, as you can see, it is pretty overgrown and it's going to be pretty hard, but there is quite a lot of bare patches where we can potentially find something, but we'll give it a go and see what we can find. Right, so I've got my first signal right at the base of a tree. I'm going to try and do a live dig. It's not really easy, to be fair. It's a long time since I've done this, so let's give it a go. Right, so it's just down somewhere around here. It's a bit crackly, so I don't know if it's anything decent, but we will give it a dig because it's the first one of the day. Oh God, this is a nightmare. This is the first time I've been metal detecting in 2 years. Can you believe that? After how much I used to do it. 2 years. But I think my aim's off as well. Yeah. Right, I'm gonna have to come back to you. I can't do this. Right, so my first find is this. Let's get it to focus. It's really odd. I don't know if it's... I thought, looking at it this way, I would have thought maybe some sort of support for something made out of wood. But then with these loops on the back, I just don't know. It's really odd. We'll carry on digging anyway and see what else we can find. But yeah, it was just down at the base of that tree. Right, so it's now getting weirder. Just found this, but this wasn't under the ground, it was on the surface. Now for me, I'm not sure. It's obviously something ornamental, like decorative, but what that is, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Something on a horse, maybe? Not sure. Comment down below what you think. Right, so things are going from weird to really weird. So this is the hole I've just been digging. So the first hole is literally just there. I found that thing on the surface just down here, and then I've dug again just there, and if I could find it, this, I think I know what this is. That, for me, is Masonic. That symbol there, I've seen that before, and it's from the Masons. If that's the case, I ain't leaving this bit of area. I'm just going to absolutely hammer it, because why is that there? Now, we are right next to a big, massive hall that dates back, I think, to the 1300s. It's a newer hall now that was built maybe 1700s, but there's been something there since then. That, for me, is Masonic. I am going to check it out afterwards, but let me know what you think in the comments. Right, so I'm pushing on into the undergrowth, and I do seem to keep finding little bits, little things that are a bit ornate. Let me show you this one. Now, it's a bit of a mess, this one, but you can definitely, let me try and focus. Look, you can see the pattern on that. At one point, that would have been lovely. Not anymore, but it's pretty cool. And that's just come from that big hole there. My aim is not as good as it used to be. I'm literally missing things massively. So yeah, as you can see, I don't think I'm going to get up there, but these areas I can hit as much as I can. So I'm finding lots and lots of things, all in a very, very small area. Now, I've sent some photos off to Sue to check them out, so see if she can work out what they are. Now, so far, I'm just going to show you, one sec. Right, so this is what we've got so far. That tea thing. That I thought was something to do with like a corner of a book, but looking at it, that could be Masonic. That could be like a Masonic cross. Is it Maltese cross or something like that? I don't know what that is. That could be off a vehicle of some sort, I don't know. That's like an old horse tie thing. My words aren't coming out today. That I showed you before. And that I showed you before. And the other thing that I've just found in this big hole with some very annoying roots, I'm not gonna lie, if I can find it in my pocket. There we go. Now that looks military to me. It's a fastener off a belt, a snake fastener. So it'd go across, like your belt would go on this side and then that would hook into another one of these on the other side to fasten your belt. But it doesn't really match those things. So, like I said, not doing bad so far. I've only been here half an hour. Right, so this bit that I'm in now used to be a garden, like a kitchen garden. So they'd have all the, like, things to eat, like your herbs and things like that. So I thought I might find things to do with gardening, like tools and stuff. Now I found this. Now this at first just looks pretty unspectacular until you realise it's got a massive pin on the back of it. So it's like almost like a massive badge of some sort that like goes across there or somewhere. I just don't know. Now, Sue has been doing some research into it, and it's looking like it could possibly be Masonic stuff because of the symbol on it. I thought so, but she's going to get back to me in the next 5 minutes. I am quite excited, and I just want to get digging, so I'm sorry that I'm not talking to you loads or showing you loads, but I just want to get at it and see what I can find. I will catch up with you in a minute. Now, as you can see, I am starting to get quite a collection of little holes all in the same area. Don't worry, I will fill them in afterwards. But we've just got another T, exactly the same as the first one. Little weird T, very strange. Let's carry on. Right, so from digging things up, this was just in the undergrowth on the top. As you can see, it's slightly darker because it's had the air to it. But it's exactly the same as the one which I think I've left over with my spade. Yeah. It's just a lot bigger version. It's really strange. It almost reminds me of the swastika, that. It's really odd. But yeah, this is exciting, and I don't sound very excited, but I've been told I'm not allowed to disturb the people that live in the house over there, so I'm trying not to be too loud, but it's brilliant. So good. Right, so as we get deeper into the undergrowth, I'm finding the same things. It's like all the same stuff. That's another one of those little things that I found earlier, and in my pocket is another one of these. I'm going to show you this one because it's a little bit more ornate. One sec. Now the last one only had like a bar on the top of it. This one's got like a detailed clasp thing. I wonder if it went on someone's shoulder. You know, like a almost military, but I suppose Masonic instead. That's really weird, really strange. Let's carry on. The next ones we've got were all in like 4 holes right next to each other. So we've got another one of the T's. Got that, which is the lightest metal in the world. It's like aluminium, so I don't know if that's anything to do with it. Another one of those with the design on it, not quite as good, this one. And that says Betty. It says HT Betty. I don't know if that's a person or code. I just don't know. I've been 40 minutes maximum and I've found all these things. I'm gonna crack on, and I have only got a certain amount of time today, So I'm probably gonna just get the rest of what I can in the next 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna get off and maybe come back another day. Comment down below if you do want to see me looking in this same area again. Right, so my final hole of the day before I go home, I think, is this, which looks exactly what I expected to find in here. Some sort of gardening apparatus. You can see, although I don't, it's almost like a spear. But no, I think it's something for the garden. I'm not going to be over dramatic. Definitely looks like garden fodder. Right, maybe one more hole and then home. Right, so it just shows you can go from the most exciting finds to just loads of rubbish. So I am going to come back another day, hopefully before lockdown starts. They're talking about it next week, so I'm hoping I can get here before then. If not, it is what it is, but I don't think we'll be locked down for very long anyway, maybe a month. So hopefully I'll get out before then. So yeah, I'll go and I'll maybe not bring this one with me. I'll go through my finds when I get home. See you in a minute. Right, so I'm back and I'm boiling. Look at my face, it's bright red. It's really, really warm for this early in the year. But I am so pleased with what I've just found. I cannot believe it. Sue has sent me all the details of potential, well, definitely what they are. I'll show you the photos and you'll just be like, yeah, definitely that's what that is. But I'm going to show you now, one sec. Right, I'm going to go through each thing one by one. There's two of these. I have no idea what that is. That's one of the things that I actually don't know what it is. Same with this one at this end as well. Looks like some sort of fastening. Then coming down to these were the tassels. These were probably being gilded. Had a bit of like a gold edge or silver to them. This, another one that I'm not quite sure what it is. They would have hung off the end of the, I don't know what you actually call them. I don't know the name of the sash. Would it be a sash? I'm not sure. These again, I have seen them in the pictures, and I think there's like a, now I've cleaned it, look, I can see there's like patterning on it, almost like leaves or something. I'm not quite sure where they would go on. I'm gonna have to give this a proper clean up. I've literally just given it a quick wash with a bit of water, not even soap. This would have fastened it all together. And like I said, I am going to put some pictures in just after this so you can see what I mean. Let's miss the best and go on to these. So yeah, once again, big thing to fasten everything into place by the looks of things. Maybe the top of the sash went on the chest. And these little fasteners. Now these look like they've got colour on them. I don't know whether it's just where it's that the oxygen's got to it. If you can hear something in the background, it's my dogs just wandering up and down, drinking water and all sorts. They're just as warm as me. Another one of those. Yeah, you can see now, actually. The little leaf patterns around the edges. Only just very faintly. And this will have been, like I said, that's very similar to it's like, what's the word? It's gone out of my head altogether. Maltese cross. It's similar to a Maltese cross, which were used by the Crusaders, and the Crusaders are linked to the Masons. It's all sort of interwoven back in history. So when we went to the Masonic caves, there was a lot of designs like this. Another one of these, but this one's a little bit more ornate, like I mentioned. I've not washed this one at all, actually, but you can see underneath the pattern and design. I've got Betty. Now, I don't know if this has anything to do with the other things. It does say, you can't really see at the top there, it says HT. I don't know whether that's got something to do with that, or if it's just totally unrelated. It might be a dog. Something, it might have gone in a dog's kennel. It could be anything. It literally could be. It could have stuck to an old woman's head, so we knew who she were. God knows, no idea. And then the most interesting bits, we've got a big and a small. little, I suppose it's like the Illuminati, in it, with the triangle. But yeah, this is one of their symbols and very ornate. Really, really pleased with this. I'm going to get Roy to have a look at them as well. I'm just hoping I can do this before lockdown, because it seems like it's going to be next week. And if that's the case, then I probably won't get a chance to see him. And I will take him there with me. We'll go back at some point, whether that be now or, I don't know, in a month's time or whenever it's all sorted out. But yeah, I'm dead pleased with those. Like I mentioned earlier, we got Sue to do a bit of research for us. What she found was, it was the chapter of the Royal Archmasons. You can see the sign on there. Also, if you just have a bit of a look on here, you can see these are all very similar to this photograph. Everything matches up perfectly. So it was definitely all the garb of somebody within the Masons that was found. But why were they there? Why were they in a garden of a hall, right at the bottom of the garden, all shoved together and basically near the top as well? Did somebody leave it there by accident? Surely you couldn't. Or was it buried or hidden? Very strange. Let me know in the comments what you think and why you think they were there in the first place. Yeah, so just before I go, I just want to let you know that if we do go into lockdown, it's looking like we're going to do some sort of podcast. So get over onto the main channel, because this will be on the second channel. Go onto the main channel, check out the podcast if we do go into lockdown, because I think they'll be quite interesting. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.